Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into the anatomy of a World of Warcraft dungeon group from hell. We're breaking down one of the most hilariously bitter takes on that kind of group. You know the one, the kind that makes you question everything about your life choices.
We've all been there, right? You get that invite, you zone into the dungeon, and oh no, that sinking feeling hits you like a ton of bricks. You just know, instantly, that you've made a terrible, terrible mistake.
So, what's the source of all this misery? Well, according to our source material, look no further than the Random Dungeon Finder. It's not just a tool for finding a group. Oh no, it's a diabolical masterpiece, a system that seems perfectly engineered to create the most frustrating player experience imaginable.
Okay, first up in our nightmare lineup, the Fearless Leader, the Warrior Tech. This is the person who's supposed to be the shield, the one who keeps everyone else safe. But, as we're about to find out, their job description can get a little muddled.
And this really gets to the heart of it. The source points out that a warrior's biggest struggle isn't surviving a boss fight, it's just figuring out which thing on the screen is the bad guy. I mean, think about that. The game got easier for everyone when Blizzard just made it impossible for them to attack their own teammates.
So what does their tactical playbook look like? Well, it's pretty straightforward. Plan A is charge. Plan B, also charge. And if the mage carefully turns a dangerous enemy into a harmless sheep, that just causes a total system meltdown, followed by, you guessed it, charging the sheep.
All right, if the warrior is the group's blunt instrument, then our next character is the pure, unfiltered agent of chaos. Let's talk about the hunter, the damage dealer who always brings a friend to the party. A very, very special friend.
And this just brilliantly sums up the hunter's companion. It's not so much an asset as it is a ticking time bomb with 3 settings. You've got brain dead, where it just stands there. You've got bugged, where it runs into another zip code. And then you've got moronic, where it decides to pull every single mob in the instance at once.
The hunter's main job, it seems, is to use their multi-shot ability with laser-like precision to break every single form of crowd control you have. Their other main job? To go AFK right before the boss dies, then magically reappear just in time to roll need on the healer's new robes.
So, just how many hunters are we talking about here? Well, our source gives us a pretty vivid mental image. Picture 946 million rabbits. Now feed those rabbits nothing but cocaine and Viagra for 5 straight years. The resulting swarm is apparently a pretty close approximation.
And finally, we arrive at our intellectual powerhouse, the master of the arcane arts, the mage. The one who provides the bread, the water, and a whole lot of unintended, catastrophic consequences.
This quote just nails it. It perfectly captures how mages seem to have a special talent for pushing the game to its absolute limits of failure. They don't just make mistakes, they innovate, creating spectacular new forms of chaos that nobody even thought were possible. Yeah, okay, they give you food in portals. But their real expertise? Nonsense. You know the move. They open up with a massive pyroblast, immediately pull aggro, panic, and then blink directly into a completely different, unsuspecting group of enemies. It's like a beautiful, tragic ballet of destruction.
So, there you have it. The cast is assembled. The sheep-charging warrior, the chaos-loving hunter, and the mage who teleports into new and exciting problems. You can probably guess what's coming next. It's really not a question of if it all goes wrong, just when.
And this is that moment. This is where it all clicks. It's like a symphony of incompetence, where every single player's special talent synergizes in a perfect, beautiful storm of complete and total failure.
Let's just break down the chain of events, shall we? It always starts with one bad decision. The hunter's multi-shot pulls some friends over. This causes the mage to panic blink into even more friends, and the warrior, seeing a freshly unsheeped enemy, feels that primal urge to charge. And just like that, in about 5 seconds, it's all over.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, after the smoke clears and everyone's lying on the floor, there's always one person left standing, usually the hunter, who conveniently faked his own death. And as they pop back up, grinning over the carnage, you're left with this one final cynical thought. Maybe this wasn't a failure. Maybe this is just what teamwork looks like.